coming on tonight. As soon as she comes on, I'm going to stop the show and bring her on for 10 minutes, man, because that lady is busy. And as I said, brothers and sisters, do not give up. It's our time to stand up and be counted. Now, if this wasn't enough already, brothers and sisters, jeez, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring on a queen tonight. This sister's been on the Hidden Truth platform several times. I love her energy. I love her articulation. I love her spirit. I love the way she does her work. I love the way she supports the Hidden Truth every single week. Doesn't matter where in the world she goes, she supports us. This is a sister called Sister Abby. I know her, Sister Abby, but she is a phenomenal sister. There's an award-winning Black female who's got an organization called Melanin Soul.
Soul Melanin, my brother Andrew. Soul Melanin.
Soul Melanin. Thank you, sister. Lord gosh. Talk about getting beaten live on air. Thank you, sister. Soul Melanin. Thank you, my queen. Yeah, Soul Melanin. And Sister Abby Osho is with us tonight. And brothers and sisters, I asked her to come on the platform because this sister's always traveling around the world. And we've got her blessed today. This sister, and it's perfect for this sister to be on tonight on International Women's Month, dealing with health as well. Sister, how are you doing, my queen?
Oh, Brother Andrew, I am blessed, and wow, what a show already! It feels. I know the big show hasn't begun, but it feels like tonight. Do you know what I mean? It's just
I'm
packed
feeling
full
it.
of gems. Seriously, it's
Seriously,
incredible.
sister, I'm feeling it. I mean, you know, yeah, we haven't got to the keynote speakers yet, but sister, it's already been a classic in my eyes already. It's already,
Yeah.
and I say, and I knew that you was coming on straight after, so I'm just feeling hyped and pumped, sister. Because you know, sister, you are, and I know people may say, "Oh, Andrew, you're just gassing." I'm not gassing. You are an amazing woman, and you know I mean it because you've been on the platform several times. I've always got to keep bringing you back, okay, sister, because I just love when you start teaching, sister. And I'm hoping you're going to go into your African oils tonight and the healing propensity might be. So, sister, you know what? I'm going to shut my mouth right now. I'm not joking, sister. I'm going to get my pen and paper out and I'm going to allow you to share your screen. Do you need to share your screen, sis?
I need to share my screen, Brother Andrew.
All right, my queen, let me shut my mouth and allow you to do what you came here to do, man, because with Sister Tanya, with Sister Pamela, and now yourself, lick shot pon Bobby Lan.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me share.
It's all yours, queen.
And let me go to animations. Oops, there we go. Okay, so greetings, family. Lovely to be here. I'm going to be giving you a real whistle-stop tour of my adventures in Africa tonight and some of the essential oils and the carrier oils that I have been sourcing on my way. So let us begin. So my name, as Brother Andrew introduced me, always gives such amazing introductions. I'm Abby Osho. I'm a holistic empowerment coach and I help women of colour release self-doubt, embrace self-worth and truly remember who you are. So let us carry on. A bit about me. I'm a wife and mother of two. I say they're my children. One is 20, one's 23 next month. Holistic empowerment coach. I'm the author of Nature's Medicine for the Soul. I'm an essential oil educator and a leadership mentor. So my solo travels in Africa sourcing indigenous oils and the Tanzania sister retreat that I've got coming up in 2022. So I have been using essential oils for the last 30 years. I love them. I live it, love it, breathe it. And I was just really intrigued about oils that come from the motherland. Why do we not hear so much about oils that come from us and that are produced by us? So I made it my mission to go on a quest, solo traveling to different parts of Africa. And I actually started this during lockdown. So it was the end of 2020 when we had all of these red root things going on. But here's what I thought. If you are really focused on something that you want to do, you will always find a way. Irrelevant of what red tape they put in that way, you'll move it out of the way and you'll do what it is you need to do. And for me, and for those of you that know me, you know I'm all about pursuing what's pure, because when you pursue what's pure, you pursue truth. So I started my journey in Ghana, in the incredible Accra, and I was there looking for these carrier oils. And at the time, they kept telling me, no, you can only get the herbs, you can only get the seeds or the leaves, you can't get the oils. So we fast forward, and I found out that the oils were actually 13 hours away in an area called the Bulga region, which is kind of by the Togo border. So I decided that I wanted to pursue what I'd come for, and so I went up there and I found some incredible oils. So I'm going to talk probably about 4 oils tonight because I am very short on time. And I just want to give you a little bit of background and the difference between a carrier oil and an essential oil. So what is a carrier oil? So these are potent fatty acids. They're derived from plants and animals. We've got the emu there. So the emu does an oil which sits underneath the skin, which a lot of people use to help with different skin ailments, etc. They have minimal aroma. Sometimes you might smell the seed or the nut, but it doesn't have the same aroma as an essential oil. And they're regularly used to dilute most essential oils that aren't always in their pure state or may cause some kind of irritation to the skin. So the premium quality carrier oils are always cold pressed. They don't go through a chemical, any kind of chemical process, because that will damage the seed, it will damage the oil, and you won't get 100% of the benefit. So many of them are, the good ones are generally cold pressed. So what is an essential oil? Essential oils are derived solely from the plant world. So you're going to get them from the rind, the bark, the seed, the leaf, or the petal. And it's the oil that captures the plant's aroma, which is why oils like lemongrass and lavender or peppermint or lemon have that wonderful aroma that just goes up through the nose, up through the olfactory. And what happens with oils, and when you smell these smells, you actually capture them. It's like it sits in the seat of your emotion, which is why if you smell an orange, the rind of an orange, and let's say you were visiting your grandma somewhere in the Caribbean or in Africa, the minute you smell that orange, it takes you back to when you were 5 years old on that trip with your grandma or your grandfather. So that's the power of the oils. They're highly volatile molecules, which means that they evaporate at high temperatures. So you always want to keep them. You don't want to heat them too much because you will kill the therapeutic benefit. You want to keep them in dark places, generally in dark bottles, and many essential oils are mixed with carrier oils just to help alleviate some types of skin irritation. What you find with a lot of essential oils is these days they are mixed. So they cut lots of chemical fillers into the oils, which is why it will say on a lot of the bottles, do not ingest or external use only. So just be aware of that. So I'm going to talk about some of the oils that I was so absolutely pleased to find when I was in Ghana. So Moringa seed oil, many of you will know about the Moringa seed and the power that comes within the Moringa seed, whether it's the seed or the power that you're or the powder that you're using. Rich in nutrients like vitamin A, B, and C and E, wonderful for skin, wonderful for boosting immunity, full of essential amino acids, zinc and iron that may benefit your blood circulation. And the vitamins and minerals present in moringa definitely help to nourish our hair and promote its growth, along with your skin and along with the nails. And it's also known to have natural anti-inflammatory properties. So a wonderful, wonderful rich oil to be using. Hibiscus seed, organic hibiscus seed oil. So this has been studied as a natural remedy to help with premature hair loss. Again, you'll find many of these oils are rich in vitamin A, B, and C, and it contains minerals such as zinc, copper, and iron, which therefore helps you to reduce premature graying. It also depends on the amount of water you drink, the kind of diet you have. The body does not work in isolation, and we'll find out lots more about that with our keynote speakers later, I'm sure. Hibiscus seed oil is also known to help support hormonal balance. And that is for males and females, so it's a wonderful one to have in the cupboard at home. High in antioxidants and omega-3 essential fatty acids, it promotes healthy cells within the body, and it blends beautifully with peppermint and lavender essential oil for an effective hair oil blend. You can use a drop of this in your salad dressing, or you can use a drop of it in your smoothie, or you can use it topically on the skin. Papaya seed oil. So papaya we know is a super fruit anyway. The papaya seed oil is a rich orange, like you see how the color of the papaya is. The oil is a very similar color. It's a rich orange color, which nourishes your hair, skin. It contains folic acid, so it's really good for healthy cell growth. It contains an enzyme called palmitic acid, so again, it's really helpful for energizing the cells. You have your vitamin A and C, so helps your scalp produce sebum, which nourishes and strengthens and protects your hair. Again, you can add a drop to your smoothie and it's also really good for digestive and gut health support. So we have all these incredible oils, you know, that come from the motherland that are within our DNA that we're using. So it's really good to know how they can benefit not just you, but all of the family. Neem seed oil. Okay, so those of you that use neem powder, maybe even use the neem oil, you'll know it has a distinct smell, very similar to garlic or mustard. It's rich in stearic acid, and this helps to cleanse the hair. In ancient Egypt, it was used as a natural hair gel. It softens hair, reduces dandruff, and it may initiate the improvement of hair growth. Very high in antioxidants. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, also a natural immune booster. A lot of people use it to, in Africa, if you are in an area where it's like quite high in mosquitoes, you'll see neem trees lining lots of the main roads in Africa, and lots of us sitting under those for shade. So it does many, many things outside of even what I'm talking about tonight, because I am on a timeline. And it is bitter, but you know what our parents and our ancestors say: the more bitter, the better it is for you. So just remember that when you come across the neem seed oil. So those of you that know me, and I know there's a few of them on the platform that do, you know that I love my baobab, organic baobab seed oil, ancestrally known particularly in West Africa as the tree of life. The oldest one is found, it lived up to 6,000 years old, and the seeds in these really old primordial trees take to 10 to 50 years to mature. And this particular tree, the seed does not drop from the tree. You still have to pick the seed, and you can see how big they are from the picture above from there. And incredible, incredible seeds, high in omega-3 and vitamin C, very nourishing for hair, skin and nails, another natural immune booster. It also supports healthy brain health. Again, put a drop in your smoothie, a drop in your warm water, add a drop to salad, use on your skin, nourishing for skin and for hair. Everything that comes from us, that was planted by us so long ago, is still very, very good for us. And you only have to look at the number of people in Africa, even though they tried to pin much higher numbers, that were suffering from, we know what was going around for the last couple of years. The number in Africa was extremely low. So this is me meeting the Himba people. So I sourced a whole load of oils from the wonderful Ghana. And then I came across this amazing oil called Namibian Myrrh. And I knew I had to go to Namibia. So I went there, and it was a 14-hour flight. It was a 10-hour drive from Windhoek all the way up to Namibia. And I found where they distill the Namibian myrrh. And I went to the distillery. We haven't got time to go into it today. I've got a whole video about it. And I watched the myrrh teardrop. These are pure myrrh teardrops, turned from a teardrop, which is like the gum resin, all the way through to the essential oil. An incredible experience, and I got to get the purest of oils. Then I went to meet the Himba people. The Himba people are a semi-nomadic people that still live their semi-nomadic lifestyle up in the Apua region, which is the northern border of Namibia. They have an incredible story. I don't have time to go into it tonight, but they talked me through how they live, how they still live that nomadic lifestyle. The nearest shop to the Himba people, because they walk everywhere unless they can get a hitchhiker lift, is 46 kilometers away. And these people walk, and they carry huge trees, like cut down trees and logs on their head, walking straight. Now, when I went here, I have never felt so hot in my life. You see how I've got those partings? I haven't got my hat on, but I had to put it on because it was like the sun was burning the partings in my hair. But it was an incredible journey. It was probably about 40, between 45 and 48 degrees. It was very, very hot. So imagine walking up and down that in that heat, but they do it. Now, what I will say about when I was here, as I was going up there, the rivers are cracked. There's very little water. So water is a precious commodity. And as I was finishing off meeting the Himba people, I remember I took out my small bottle of water to have a sip. And I remember it was like I kind of had this moment where I just had to stop and think for a minute because they were all watching me. And it suddenly dawned on me, these people don't have water to drink every day. And I had to walk away and I was quite emotional and I could feel my eyes welling up because I thought a simple thing that we take for granted by just opening up a bottle or turning on the tap and drinking water, these people don't have that. And as I was leaving, we had 10 litres of water, those big 5 litre bottles. And as I was leaving, I gave the ladies a lift into town. They were hitching a ride. I said, yeah. And one of them said to me, water. So I gave them the 10 litres of water. And they were just so happy. They were happy. They were dancing. They were rejoicing. So it really just made me feel so humbled in that moment to give thanks for all the things that I have and all the things that sometimes we take for granted until we see people's life in another way. So I sourced the oil. It's actually called Omumbiri, and what that means is remember who you are in Ochijahimba. And I just think that's a wonderful meaning, remember who you are. This oil is incredible for womb health. It's used for spiritual transition. The Himba women, because there's no water, what they do is they use the resin from this. They mix it with like a kettle, sorry, they mix it with like a fat from the cattle, and then they mix it with okra, which they get from under the ground. They smear their bodies in it and they steam themselves because they don't have water, and that is how they cleanse themselves. And they've done the same thing for thousands of years. So it's a very, very interesting story to hear. So Namibian myrrh, the only place you can get it is Namibia, and I have that. So my last trip, I also went to Ethiopia, spent a short amount of time there, went back to Ghana, and then in February, the end of February, I just got back from Tanzania. Wow, incredible country. I'm conscious of time, so I'm going to really kind of go through these slides quickly. So I traveled there solo as a single solo traveler. That is what I do. And let me tell you something, my sisters, yeah, I'm not going to pretend for a minute that there aren't challenges that I get when I'm out there. Sometimes I get on the wrong bus, I end up going the wrong way. I don't speak the language. I start to get this pounding in the heart. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Where am I? I don't speak the language. And then I catch myself and I catch my energy and I reground myself and I tell myself I am in the motherland, and the energy and frequency that I am putting out, somebody out there knows that I'm looking for help and they are going to find me and they are going to help me. And I put that out there and I ask people and I always get the help that I need and I always get to the place that I need to go. And that's kind of how I end up sort of grounding and recentering myself, because I'm going to these places not knowing people. I'm reaching out. So it is an experience, and I know it's not for everybody, but it's very, very empowering to find your way through Africa in this way, sourcing essential oils and really connecting with the people and the mother energy. So I was here, I visited 5 regions in Tanzania. I went to Arusha, which is up in the mountains, Moshi, which is at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. Arusha is at the base of Mount Meru, the female spiritual energy. Kilimanjaro is the male spiritual energy. I went down to Dar es Salaam. I then went to Zanzibar, and then I went to Pemba Island because I was sourcing the incredible clove oil, the clove bud oil that you can only get this particular type in Pemba Island. And just to put this into perspective, Tanzania is the country, as I said, Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Meru, the Serengeti. It's a really wonderful, wonderful place. So when I got there, I actually was able to meet, literally as I got off the plane, I was able to meet the Maasai. They were doing, it wasn't a welcome dance for me. They were actually doing a welcome dance. I'm going to see if I can quickly play a bit. Brother Andrew, how long have I got?
In
Brother
time, you've
Andrew?
gone over. In time, you've gone overtime. But this is so good, sister.
All
I'll
right,
give you a.
I'm gonna show 2 slides, and then I'm gonna bring it to an end because I'm conscious of how many
No, but
people
sister,
you've got.
this is absolute. That's why you've heard me quiet. You're just brilliant. I love it.
Okay, okay. Let me. I'm continuing because we're short of time. The Maasai people are a powerhouse, spiritual warrior people. Again, I haven't got time to go into what
Sister,
we have.
sister,
Yes,
sister,
yes,
sister.
yes.
I'm crazy because you got over time, my sister. No, play that. Play. Go back. Go back. I'm
I'm just
loving that. I'm
conscious.
loving it. Go back. I know, sister. I'm cussing myself, but I'm loving this too much. Go back, man. Sure, rewind.
Okay, it
Pull
was
up
nearly
selector.
finished. I'm
Play
going to
it
play it from
again. Play
here.
it again. Play it again.
Oh, this is not my finest moment, my family, but hey, it's all good. Here we go. We're playing from here. There you go. See, nearly finished. So, amazing people, powerhouse people, very much they are towards Arusha and Moshi, which is underneath Mount Kilimanjaro. The other side of Mount Kilimanjaro is Kenya, where you get the Maasai, which is the Maasai Mara. Mount Kilimanjaro and this waterfall that I went to, the Mataruni waterfall, it has a spiritual energy that I cannot explain, but you feel it instantly. I had to get into the water, I had to ground, you know I love grounding. I had to give thanks to the motherland for allowing me to be in that space. And what I want to say really quickly, when I got into the water, there was a like a rainbow that came across the water. And I was just like, oh my days. And the guide said to me, it's quite common for them to get a rainbow. Then 5 minutes later, I got another rainbow. I had a double rainbow. And he said to me, my sister, it's very rare for us to see a double rainbow. And you know, in that moment, I knew my ancestors were with me. They were walking with me. They were taking me on this journey. And I felt connected and knew that this was the path that I should be on.
Greetings family, I am here, I'm in the waterfall, I'm not going deep, you can see it's coming towards me and it's so cleansing, it's so refreshing. I just want to put my arms up and say, yay, we made it!
Okay, Temple Hot Springs and coffee making was another beautiful area in a different destination. But again, if anyone's going to Tanzania, please ensure you check out these places. Right, this is Ngui Beach in Zanzibar, Indian Ocean. As you see it, that's exactly as it is. And what I loved about being here is that there was no restrictions on the young children going into the water, which you find in some of these places. Greetings, family. You can see the tides coming in now. People are still out swimming though, and it's really nice because all the local children are in the water swimming as well. So, you know, I like to see that the beaches are still open, and just because there's tourists here, the local children and people don't get the opportunity to swim, but they do here. So it's actually really beautiful to see. So, if you're interested in purchasing any of my oils or finding out more about it, that's my website. Please go on, take a look, treat yourself. Mother's Day is coming up, but these oils are for health and well-being all year round. Some of the things I want to share with you, check me out for my holistic empowerment coaching. I've got a class coming up soon. My Reconnect Sister Retreat in March down in West Sussex this weekend is sold out, but please connect with me and I'll keep you posted about the others. And I have a 10-day Reconnect Africa Sister Retreat, the 6th to 16th of October 2022. And that's what I was out there planning. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you very much for your time. And as I always end, even though I wasn't born in Africa, I know that Africa was born in me. Ashe. There's all my details. Take a picture of the page and I'll put them in. So thank you, Brother Andrew, for the opportunity. And thank you, my brothers and sisters.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Sister, brothers and sisters, you see that I wasn't gassing you, man. That is why I have the sister on my show. That is why. Sister Jarita, you turned on your mic, you turned on your camera. What a go on, sister.
Hello, sister.
Hello, Sister Rita.
I'm much of a place. I don't know if you just heard that. Sorry. Something dropped as soon as I turned it on. How are you? Good to see you.
I am blessed, my sister. I'm blessed, Sister
It's
Rita.
good to know that you, regardless of what's going on in the world, you have still been traveling. So, well, it's inspirational for all of us. And there are lots of people who have made comments about your travels, about you setting up your own travel program and documentary. But there are a few questions that I would love to ask you if we've got.
We can only ask one right now, sister.
One?
Yes, because of time.
I've gone way over. I know.
Time has gone. Time has gone.
Okay, well, maybe what you could do, sister, is you can obviously see the question and answer box. So maybe you can have a look at some of those and write in your responses. But I guess I will ask you one of the questions, which I think it was a question, there was a question earlier about oils that you would perhaps like to take to a hot country. Now, I don't know if this person wanted the oil for sun protection, because I know coconut oil is probably good for that, but I assume he might want sun protection, mosquito protection. What kinds of oils would you say people should be using if we want to go home, or we want to go back?
Okay, great. So neem oil is absolutely incredible. Lemongrass is also very, very good. For those, I would say those two oils. There are others, but we're against the time. So neem oil, definitely. Lemongrass is also very good for like protection. Not so much for sun, more for like mosquitoes, bites, etc. So yeah, and if you wanted to just use a pure coconut oil for protection, so long as it's pure and it's not mixed with other stuff, you're generally good to go. Yeah.
Right, Sister Jarita, look, Sister Jarita, because she cussed my backside off if I don't. Sister,
every week.
The way you answer that question, sister, was so quick and simple. If you could do that for the rest of the questions, Jarita, fire some more questions at her. But answer it quick and simple. My life ain't worth living when Jarita's upset with me.
Okay, I'm going to keep it quick and simple.
All right, so we also have a couple of questions about, do your oils need to be diluted with a carrier oil?
Right, so majority of the oils that I spoke about were all carrier oils, so no dilution, they're already diluted. The essential oils like lemongrass, and it will say that, will need to be diluted because I don't know what your skin composition is like. Yeah.
Okay. Then this person has also asked, the same person again, so Minton, you clearly want these oils today. Can you ask Empress Abby if her oils are NSDS approved for product making assessments?
Are they NSDS approved? No, my oils are not NSDS approved for product making assessments. I just get them and I source them and I sell them in a way they're not mixed. I don't kind of mix oils. I sell them in their own pure form. Mm-hmm. But great question.
Edwina's asking that she says she has neem as a tablet. Should she take it before or after meals, or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter, but I would probably say it might be good to take it before a meal and just kind of get it broken down into the system so that it helps when you are eating and for digestive purposes.
Thank you, Uncle. I'm slipping this in because I can see he's distracted. So,
Boy, I tell you, Jarita, there's only
what
one
oil can be used? What oil can be used for scars?
Oh gosh, a whole nother. Okay, so myrrh is an amazing oil for scarring, along with, these are essential oils, along with frankincense. I didn't talk about frankincense, but those of you that know me, you know frankincense is a whole class in its own right. But myrrh and frankincense are incredible oils for scarring. Yes.
Wonderful.
Am I in your good books now, Jarita?
Yes, there are a couple more questions in there, Abby. I don't know if you can have a look at some point and answer. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, sister. So good to see you.
What we're gonna do, Sister Abby? Brothers and sisters, please just let me, myself and Jarita know. Would you like Abby to come back as a keynote speaker, whereby we could do a whole questions and answers, and she can go into more of her oils? Do you think we because you know myself, Jarita, Sister Lady Adele, Sister Samira, my daughter, Sister China, we're here to serve you, man. So would you like us to have more time with Sister Abby as a keynote speaker? Because it's just been fantastic. In my eyes, I don't know about everyone else, I can just sit down and listen to our sister, and the questions that were asked were so poignant, so fantastic. All right, praise God. Sister, you've seen the response in the chat room.
Thank you, family.
Do you agree to come back as a keynote speaker next time?
Yes, I do, Brother Andrew.
All right, brothers and sisters, we've got over 430 of you on the platform on laptops. I don't know how many are there all together, but we've got at least over 400 plus on laptops. And so people are still coming through the doors. It's going to be an amazing night. Please, brothers and sisters, drop some 5s for Sister Abby Osho. If you felt her spirit, if you felt her travels, sister, those videos and those pictures are what we dream of, man. What we actually dream about, those kind of coverage there. Brothers and sisters, jeez. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you so much. Oh gosh, the platform is still dropping 5s. Okay, you can stop. Lord gosh. Oh no, not right. Oh no, not right. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to ask you a question. Hidden truth. I want to take it places, and I want to know, is it okay to take you there? Brothers and sisters, I'm going to ask you a question. I would love to do a hidden truth, but I want to know, do you back me? I want to do a hidden truth, and I'm going to ask you. Brothers and sisters, please complete that poll. Would you like a hidden truth show dealing with cosmic, spiritual, and mental African sexual energies? Let me know if that's getting too far for you. I don't know. Oh gosh, Jarita. Oh no, Samira, you just come back off.
We can't vote. I'm not allowed to vote as a panelist, so I have to show you. Yes.
I was typing privately, yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm with you, Sister Sweet. I was like, panelists vote.
It can get a bit sticky that night. So I'm asking you, brothers and sisters, would you be okay? Would you both be okay if we was to go into the sexual energy of us as African people? And what has that got to do with the cosmos? What's that got to do with astronomy? What has it got to do with spiritual energy? Would you say that would be an okay show for us to go into? Because, geez, it can get a bit sticky. I'm going to say that to you now. But we deal with it in the right and best manner. Okay. Looking at that poll, brothers and sisters. All right. It looks like we can do it. It looks like 97% of you say yes, and 3% say no. Okay.
You're bad mind people. Bad mind people, come on.
Take time. Remember, it might be before the watershed. So we got to bear that in mind as to why the 3% are concerned.
All right. I thought Ezzy just said, when was sex ever not sticky? Lord, see, that's why I may not have to do the show, because I'm not going to get pure comments coming out now. Lord gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, gosh.
Easy. Easy.
I was going to say, that's one for the broom.
Brothers and sisters, this is Hidden Truth Show. Brothers and sisters, what a night already. I know you've come on the platform for the special show tonight on women's health, especially dealing with fibroids and endometriosis, which is a new one that I never knew until Sister Samira broke it down to me. But so far, we've had Soul Melanin. What a show we're going to be doing tonight. And it's going to be very, very awesome. So brothers and sisters, After my little part here, we're going to go straight into the keynote speakers. So just bear with me for 10 minutes. We are doing good for time. And then the whole show is going to be on our subject matter, the whole show. Okay, so brothers and sisters, Abby, we love you, sister. That was an amazing journey you took us on. An amazing journey you took us on, man. Okay. All right, brothers and sisters, remember, you must unlearn what you have learned. Please remember that it takes courage to get rid of what you think you know. So brothers and sisters,